Well, we got a caddy bid, but we didn't get like the fancy nameplate, so we're gonna do it a little DIY style. I haven't written block letters since probably the 3rd grade, but we're gonna try right now. Oh, that doesn't look good. Screwed that up. Not a very good B. I think we might have to abandon the block letters.
I think I just like competition. I don't think it matters, you know, whether it was golf or what. Like, I just am a competitive person.
That's the double, that's the 4?
Yeah,
You look like,
that's how I do the 4.
that's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky.
Which one?
It says mid on it.
I would not want a golf club that says mid on it.
Did I get it there?
Let's go. TV. Are we vibing?
Yeah.
And welcome to the beautiful Dye Preserve here in Jupiter, Florida. I am here with Daniel Berger for another episode of On the Bag. Daniel, you were saying you hadn't played golf in a little while.
No, I've taken a few days off, a little vacation after the Open and the Scottish, so looking forward to today, and we'll see if we can beat that Jake Knapp 500.
But we're not in the off season because we got the playoffs still coming. So I'm not taking any of this, you know, like I'm out of practice. I got faith in you today. So we're gonna do what we always do on the series. We're gonna play 9 holes, ball down, ball in hole, like they were playing in the tournament. I'm gonna get to know Daniel throughout the day, and yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
All right,
let's get it going.
Yeah, you got it.
Par 5 here on the first.
2 bunkers down the right, and you got the forest down the left, so you just kind of split the 2 of
Just
them.
aiming at that middle bunker.
It's reachable in 2 if you hit it in the fairway, so we'll see. That should be left side of the
It's
fairway.
cutting. Yeah, that should be good. Good swing. You like to see it kind of fall right mostly?
Always.
Always.
Yeah, never hit it right to left.
It's funny, they have all these like advanced stats now where it's like you can tell, like not on the tour website, but some of these like gambling guys have their own databases. And so you can see like what percentage of shots guys hit that are like
Left
low
or right.
cut, high draw.
Yeah.
You were like, it was like you and Akshay
Yeah.
were like the strongest fade bias players.
I am definitely a fade bias. When I start to see the ball go right to left, that's when I'm in trouble.
I like watching your game because I feel like obviously you have a very unique golf swing. We were talking on the range that you have one of the lowest ball flights, like certainly in the top 50. It's like you and Russ Henley down there in the mid 80s. I feel like you just don't really give a shit about what other players are doing.
Well, listen, you know, you have to play to your strengths. And for me, you know, I grew up in Florida where obviously we're in the summertime, there's no wind, but you get out here in December and January where it's blowing 20 and you have to have that ability to flight it down. So I feel like just from as a young player, that's just kind of what I learned. And again, you got to stick to your strengths.
So you're a Daniel, huh?
I'm a Daniel, yeah.
I've been all 3. I was Danny growing up.
I was never a Danny and I've never been a Dan, so.
People do call you Dan Berger, but that's just, that they don't know you.
That's how I know if you don't know me. If you call me Dan or Danny.
You've just always been a Daniel.
I've
That's
always been a
interesting.
Daniel.
Like even
yeah.
in grade school and everything?
Daniel, yeah.
Daniel.
Just never really picked up the Danny.
I was Danny, and then when I started writing, I went to Daniel because I thought it sounded a little bit smarter.
I was always curious, like how one gets into golf writing.
Yeah.
I mean, you must have been a golf player as
yeah, so I played golf all the way growing up, tournaments and all that stuff. And I knew I wanted to do like sports journalism because I just once you realize you're not going to be a pro, I mean, they say this, I don't know if this was true for you, but they say that a young man's bar mitzvah is the day when he realizes he's more likely to work in sports than to play them professionally. You kind of bucked that trend.
I like that.
I realized that I wasn't going to be a player on the PGA Tour, and so I just kind of wanted to be as close to it as possible.
Love that.
So I went to journalism school at Northwestern, which is a good program.
So you're smart.
I'm okay in the classroom, less so on the golf course.
What do you think, Florida State or Northwestern?
You know, they're pretty close.
Pretty close.
Probably a similar, well, it's funny because my freshman year was Matty Fitz's freshman year, and he had just won the USAM, and so he was the #1 AM in the world.
Why do you look so much older than he does?
I don't know, I think he's a baby face, and I think I probably have a few more vices than he does.
I like that.
If we're being honest. And, but yeah, so he wasn't like that good before he went on this like crazy summer. So he committed to Northwestern, which is a good program, but not, you know, it's not Florida State or Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
And then he started getting all these offers like at the last second. He was like, fuck these guys. They didn't want me when I was, so I'm going to stay loyal to Northwestern.
Yeah, I like that.
Then he got there and school just like absolutely
Kicked
punched
his
him
butt,
in the face.
yeah.
Because Northwestern is not Florida State like or Arizona State. Like they don't give a shit if you're an athlete.
Yeah.
Like there's no like BS like sociology.
Yeah.
Like And so I think it was just a combination of the weather and school. And yeah, he was out of there after 3 months.
I mean, the reality is what I learned is you can only really be good at 2 out of the 3 aspects. You can either be good at school, good at golf, or good in the social environment. You can't have all 3.
So what were your 2?
Probably the social and the golf were the 2 things. But
did you like it? Were you?
You know, honestly though, my first year that I got there, I was they had like this ACC honor roll, and I made that.
Wow.
My freshman year, and that's like my big claim to fame.
Okay.
So.
Made dad proud.
Yeah, exactly.
This worked out.
This did work out. And you gonna shoot me with my rangefinder? Probably like 255, something like that.
I got 65.
265.
But it looks like that pin's in the back. It's probably
It's
what,
middle.
like, it's probably like 250 front.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'm gonna hit my 2-iron. This is the a little bit of the low one, because you actually can kind of chase it up there.
2-iron off the first fairway.
Yeah.
I love it. Just a little right of it.
Yeah, and then it should kick a little left, but
oh, he flushed it.
that
Beautiful golf shot. You think that's deep?
I think it might be long, but I'm pretty happy about.
Bro, that was
ended
absolute flush.
The 2-iron.
With the deuce.
Yep.
So is this thing stay in the bag all year?
It kind of depends on the course. Like, obviously, we're gonna play Memphis next week, first playoff event, and if it's firm and fast, then yeah, you can hit it off a bunch of tee boxes, and you know it'll carry. For me, it'll carry 245, but it'll have 40 yards of run, so it'll almost go. It'll go like a little baby driver.
Yeah.
So it's all course dependent. I think a lot of guys travel with multiple clubs and just kind of.
But you're not in this like 7-wood brigade?
Not a 7-wood. I'll travel with a 2-iron and a 5-wood and just go based off of course conditions. So obviously, like when you go over to Scottish and British, you don't even think about a 5-wood. But then, you know, when we get to the BMW in Maryland or
Gotta hit it
next
high.
week in Memphis, you got to hit it high, and
Yeah.
that's when the 5-wood goes into play.
It's funny, I feel like all the trend in golf is like toward those 5-wood, 7-woods. I actually just went the other way. I got rid of my hybrid and put in a driving iron because I don't play Oakmont or where you guys need that like 230-yard shot that comes in high.
Yeah.
Like I'm playing country club like 6,900 yards.
Yeah. You know, I use the same TaylorMade MC irons for like 12 years.
I was gonna ask about those.
And the beginning of the year, I changed to these pings. Did a bunch of testing with a couple different companies and found that like the pings were clearly a much better iron for me than the TaylorMades. And you know, it makes sense, right? In like the 12 years since I used those TaylorMade, there's a lot of, you know, new things.
They were probably like the oldest clubs.
They were, yeah. I mean,
on tour.
When I got a set of irons, like I had to go to the tour and check to make sure they were like USGA conforming, because like 2010 MCs were non-conforming, but like 2011 were conforming. So it was always this, you know, battle to make sure that I was using the right set of clubs. But
well, why did you wait so long? Did you always test like and nothing beat it, or you just?
No, I hated testing clubs. I had something that worked, and I didn't really see a need to make a change. And then in the last couple years, I've noticed like you get to these bigger tournaments, majors, you know, WGCs or elevated events, and the courses are firm and fast. And if you're hitting a 5-iron, you know, 65 feet in the air, like you just have no stopping power. And when we were testing the pings, like I was able to hit a 5-iron twice as high as my other 5-iron, not doing anything different. And I'm like, well, that's a pretty big advantage if I can do that.
So you do, that's like the struggle. A lot of guys struggle to keep it down. You have to like actively try to hit it up.
I have to try to hit it up, and that's why like,
oh, we're putting,
you know, we're putting for eagle on the first.
Hell yeah, we are. I thought about giving you this, but I didn't want to commit the caddy felony of.
That's okay.
Giving you the putter and then you have to go back for the wedge.
That is a big.
It's not my first rodeo.
That perfect 2-iron in front of the green.
That was a golf shot right there. I'm gonna set sweat records today. I don't want anyone.
Your ass is gonna be sweating.
I just want you guys to know that like I'm aware of it, and it just is what it is. Okay, I'm a soft California boy, and it's the height of summer in Florida. All right, I will stay out of the way mostly because I feel like, did Do you bring your caddy in for reads? Or
No, I mean, my caddy and I used to read every single putt together, and then recently I've been using a little bit of aim point, which has helped me out.
I saw that.
I don't have to ask him
I
every
saw
single
that.
putt what he thinks.
It's got to go a little left, yeah?
It's going left, yeah.
Oh, I wanted that.
That would have been a good start.
That would have been an electric start. It's still a great start.
Yeah.
But it would have been an electric start. Did you have the 2-ball for a while?
I had a 2-ball, had a old Ghost Spider putter. I don't even know. That was like 12 years old. And then I just threw this in the bag last week. And
you're probably the equipment rep's like worst nightmare because you just
or best nightmare because they never have to do anything for me.
That's true. Good start with that same club. We going with the deuce again?
Deuce again, short par 4. First 2 holes are good opportunities to make birdies.
Just a little left of those bunkers, just right side?
Yeah, kind of right edge of the green. I'm gonna hit that low one again.
Nice.
Fairway.
That's a safety first tee ball.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, you could hit driver, but it's a 2-iron and a...
Do you, are you one of these guys who like looks at, I feel like I know the answer, but looks at like a stat breakdown of the course or like a Google Images and like tries to map it out?
No, I hired a stat guy probably 5 years ago who I've used, and he has the breakdown of where people make birdies from where they hit it, and my caddy looks at it every day, especially before the round, because he has live data before the round, which I think most players, at least most of the top players, have someone that they're using for that type of information.
So you're saying like if you have an afternoon tee time,
he'll have the data from the morning rounds that says on this drivable par 4, the guys that went for the green averaged 4.5, the guys that laid up averaged 3.5.
Or even like, you know, there's a crazy, like guys are landing it on the front and it's rolling over the green, yes, or like some sort of, yeah, info like that. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I mean, it's so competitive now. It's like a shot can be the difference between winning. I mean, it's always been like that, but a shot is the difference between winning a golf tournament or not. So why would you not want to know?
It's heightened in the last, with all the money, yeah. It's heightened, I think, in the last. I mean, you would be able to tell me more, but do you feel like it's a little more intense?
It is. I mean, the guys are still, you know, the same to be around, but yeah, for sure, it's definitely more cutthroat. I mean, there's only whatever 50 guys that qualify for the signature event, and like I know from experience, having not played them the year before, like it's so hard to go move up the FedEx Cup if you're not in the elevated.
It's brutal.
Events.
Like I remember, like I was talking to Joel because like after Joel's not in them this year, and he had a chance to win in. He blew it in Dominican,
which would have got him in 1 or 2 of them.
Well, also just would have like moved him, you know, guaranteed his card. And I was thinking, oh, okay, well he finished 3rd, like he's still gonna be. He moved up like 6 spots. Yeah. In those opposite field events.
Oh, they're tough.
Like you got to win to make any sort of splash.
Well, you could win and still not, you know, really make that big of a move. But yeah, I mean, I think cutting the cards from 125 to 100 is going to be really good. You know, it's tough for guys that are in that 100 to 125 spot, but in the end, like it's going to make the tour more competitive and it's going to give people more opportunities.
It always cracked me up when guys were like, oh, these changes play into the hands of the top players. I go, so top players just means better golfers.
Yeah, I mean, and
that's how the world works.
In the end, like if you play better golf, then you're going to be in the elevated events. So like in my perspective, I was at no point complaining about it. I just thought, all right, this is even more motivation to play better and work harder. And then once you're in those elevated events and you play well, then you can kind of solidify that. And so that's kind of the way I approached it from the beginning of the year, and played well and got into them all.
There you go. You like the West Coast, huh?
A little bit. I actually don't like the West Coast that much, but I've played pretty well in a couple events out there. So
you don't mind the POA?
I don't love the POA, but I don't hate it.
If not hating POA, I think on tour means that you love POA.
Well,
because everyone just bitches nonstop.
POA is hard for everyone, so that's the way you got to look at it. This is actually a pretty dicey little pin here. It's like right on top of a knob.
I got 119, but I know you have trust issues.
I'm gonna check this. I got 118.
Oh, my bad. I'm standing too far behind.
That could be the difference between a club.
That could be. That could be $400,000 in an elevated event.
118, land at 115.
It's a little sand wedge, gap
I
wedge.
think I'm gonna hit like a chippy gap wedge. It's kind of a spinny green. You have to kind of control your spin here. That's it.
A little hot. Pretty good, I think.
Oh, that is good. That's actually like a really good leave uphill.
Let's go, DB. We're vibing.
I know. I'm actually shocked with the way I'm hitting the ball right now.
I waited to the second hole to say vibing. Where does that come from? Straight vibing.
I don't know. That was just a thing that me and my buddies used to say. Like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm just vibing right now." Like, I mean, I don't know. It just
it's an iconic Instagram handle.
It is more. I never expected it to be like that, but people like it. So
I love it.
I play into it a little.
DB straight vibing.
Yeah. I'm definitely not like an Instagram guy like some of these other people.
I know you don't respond to DMs.
I don't respond to DMs. I don't really post that much. I don't know. It could take up a lot of your time, and it's kind of like sometimes I feel like it's not real life, you know.
So I don't have to worry about you starting a YouTube channel like some of these other guys.
No, but my YouTube channel would probably involve a lot of fishing.
Do you watch fishing? I know there's like a huge YouTube fishing community.
You know, I do watch YouTube fishing because it is pretty interesting. Like my fiance says it's like TikTok. Like she compares YouTube to TikTok.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's like male TikTok.
I know, but YouTube, you can watch like a 25-minute informational video and like learn something. And I feel like TikTok is like a 10-second.
Dude, my wife is so addicted that we don't even, like when we get like in bed, she doesn't even turn the TV on.
Don't want to talk to you either.
She doesn't even know. She just wants to scroll. I'm like, hey, you want to watch something? She's like, I'm just going to watch TikTok.
Yeah,
Great. When are you getting married?
No date yet.
Just a long engagement.
Not quite as long as like a Dustin Johnson engagement, but.
How long have you been engaged?
2 months.
Oh, that's congratulations.
Yeah.
Don't know if I saw any Instagrams about that.
No, see, like I just think it's, I don't know.
The people who know you will know that you're engaged.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
Plus, half my buddies on tour have known her since, we've been together for 10 years, so.
So it's time.
They were all asking when it was coming. Thank you.
Perfect leave.
This is the perfect leave.
So you got full aim point training. You got the whole thing.
I mean, yes, because there is a little bit of, I mean, you have to do it right or it doesn't work. But it's pretty simple, right? It's just like use your feet to feel what.
Do you practice the like feeling part?
You have to.
Like just to keep sharp of like this is 1%.
Well, yeah. I mean, like if you don't know what I don't do. A lot of guys will be, oh, it's a 1.5 or it's a 2.5. Like to me, it's a 0, a little, or a lot. And then I break it down from if it's a little, is it more than a 2, less than a 2? So I kind of just try to
like benchmarks.
Yeah. It's just simpler. Like for me, I stand over here, I'm like pretty straight, not a lot, pretty straight, and it's uphill. Anytime you're uphill, you hit a putt with more speed, it's going to break less. So like for me, I'm sitting here going, this is a makeable putt at straight.
I love that. I like what I'm hearing. Ooh, leaked right, huh?
Yeah, it snuck a little right, but now that I'm looking up here, there is a little grain left or right, which in Florida in the summertime, you definitely have to factor it in.
It's never the player's fault, you know?
Well, you got to learn, right? So on the next one, factor it in.
There you go. All right, we're still in the red. I like where we're at.
Yeah. This next hole it's like one of my favorite par 3s.
Just thinking 7.
I'm thinking it could be, it's downwind. I'm going to hit it iron.
How far does 8 go? 65?
8 is like 70 when it's hot. I think it's going to end up a little short, but I'm still going to hit it. This might be the one time you see me hit a draw. No, that's way short. You gave me the wrong club.
I said, literally the first thing I said was 7.
It's all right. We'll make that putt.
Wow, those are some, I'm a sweaty hands guy. I have to use
You don't think
gloves?
feel this?
No, dude. With some moisture, this thing is...
It's tacky.
With some moisture, this thing is like lubed up.
No,
yes, bro. I need the cord. I need the cord. You must not have sweaty hands.
I mean, I just think that as they get a little wet, you know, like if you're doing your job as a caddy, you should be, you know, wiping them off, keeping them, you know, nice and slick.
Yeah, give me some, you know, if there's anything you need me to do for you, I'm working for you today. So you, I feel like people group you in with that sort of class of 2011 squad.
Yeah.
Spieth, JT. Those are your boys, huh?
I mean, I grew up playing, you know, amateur golf, junior golf. Obviously, they were much better than me, junior golfers. I don't think I really figured out the golf game until like I was a sophomore in college. But that 2011 class is got a bunch of good players. You know, even Patrick Rogers. You add in Emiliano Grillo,
Xander's
Xander's in that mix.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's been a class, you know, like if you look at how many wins
Yeah.
just from that period of time, but obviously Jordan and Justin got a lot of those wins.
Was Jordan always like golden child?
I mean, he was the luckiest fucking golfer I've ever played with for a long time, and I feel like it's come back to level
Well,
a little bit now.
Guys have said that where they're like, dude, this guy would hole out like more than I've ever seen anyone hole out. Which, yeah, obviously you're hitting good shots, but maybe there's like a little element of fortune there.
Well, I mean, like there's a stat that I used to remember I'd look at. He was #1 on tour from putts made from like 25 feet, but he was making twice as many putts as the #2 guy. So
that was like in 2015.
Yeah, when he was like,
yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Like you're making twice as many putts as the second best putter from 25 feet. Like that means every time he's hitting the green, he's got like a 25% chance of making the putt. It's
Yeah.
just,
It's a confidence builder, and I actually don't think that was the wrong club.
it wasn't the wrong club, but that's why I don't hit draws. I hit them to the right.
Yeah, that was a little bit of like just a block.
It was a push, but
Yeah.
well, we'll take it. It's a makeable putt.
You like to leave him in for like this, or?
Like from this range, when I'm just off the green, I do leave them in.
Looks like it's got actually some speed that way, right?
It does. It has a little bit. Should have a little left to right at the end.
This green is a carpet, dude. This course is in perfect condition. Didn't really turn, did it?
No. I'll blame myself on the read on that one.
But this place is really cool. This is like, it feels a lot more secluded
It is.
than the other like Florida courses I've played around here.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite thing is it's a Pete Dye, and Pete Dye it's top 3 course designers for me. Like just the way he's able to like, you'll see he'll add in like these tiny little bunkers that aren't even in play, but when you stand up on the tee, you're like, whoa, I'm gonna hit it in that bunker, and then you get up there and it's like 40 yards from anything. So he's really kind of a master of using.
Fucks with your eyes.
Yeah, he fucks with your eyes. I wasn't gonna say it like that, but yes.
It's okay, it's you too. Anything goes.
All right, this is probably one of the hardest par 4s on the front 9. Dog leg right.
Should set up nicely for your.
I'm gonna hit my, what I call a bullet cut, which is like my low fairway finder where I tee it way down.
Bullet cut.
Yeah. So like whenever I'm on a tee, me and my caddy, we either say, is it a bullet or is it a bomb? So I either am hitting like a low one or the bomb is the high one.
There's no like that.
No
there's
in
no in
between.
between. Okay.
No.
All gas, no brakes.
Yeah.
It's definitely a bullet.
You know, I do well in the strokes gained off the tee, but I don't do it with distance. Like I do it with accuracy. And you see a guy like Rory McIlroy, it's like he's whatever, top 5 in strokes gained off the tee, but he only hit whatever
56%.
50% of his fairways, but he's hitting it 370 off the tee, and I'm hitting it 300 or 290 or whatever.
Were you ever tempted to like try to push it, try to get some speed? I mean, I feel like when Bryson was doing it, and then when Fitz won the U.S. Open, everyone was like doing the stack system and trying to, you know, get up in the 180s. Did I ever attempt to?
I mean, there's a clear cutoff between like where you are in the world rankings and your ball speed. Like I think if you're not able to at least be at 175, like that's a problem.
Yeah. Don't
But,
tell
you know,
Brian Campbell that.
Yeah, well,
2 wins.
He does have 2 wins.
Yeah.
like I can cruise at, you know, mid 170s, and if I step on the gas, I can get low 180s. So I feel like I'm kind of right in that range, but I just don't know if there's, like, for my health, I'm not sure if, you know, 186, 187 is really worth it, you know?
So let's talk about your health a little bit. You've had some, what were like the main injuries?
I missed 1.5 years with a lower back injury, which sucked.
What was the lower back injury?
I had a small disc bulge, but it took 6 months to diagnose it because it was, from what I know about the back now, is it's more complicated than like what you see on an image, right? Like the MRI is the gold standard, but it doesn't show everything and it's not perfect. So
Yeah.
I had a pretty clean MRI, but it was still in pain.
So what they say, like, we don't
Well,
know.
I went to 3 or 4 different people and they're like, listen, we don't really know. And then I reached out to a couple different players that I knew had gone through some back stuff. And Luke Donald actually gave me a book by a guy named Dr. Stuart McGill, and I read this book, and it gave me a lot of insight and knowledge that I didn't get from these other doctors that I saw. And so I ended up flying out to see this Dr. McGill in Canada 2 days before Christmas. And in an hour, he was like, this is what's going on. This is what you need to do. And in
You're like,
3
I just
months, you'll be
wasted
fine.
a year.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But in the end, like, you have to go through the whole process, and you end up finding what works for you. But I never had surgery. In the end, it wasn't that big of a deal, like thinking back on it now. But while it was happening, I was a pretty unhappy person.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
No, I did a disc in my back last year, and it was mine, I guess, was a little bit more clear cut. Just like they were like, you got to get in the gym, you have to get strong. Yeah. You have to get your core strong.
that was part of the reason why I went to work with Mark Blackburn, and I hired a new strength and conditioning coach. And like 2 years later, not only have I felt better than I ever have in my career, but toward the end of the year, where I'd always start to be fatigued, or little things would pop up, like I've had nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just a
Have you
testament.
got changed, like you have a new gym routine and all that?
Yeah, I mean, first off, like I would never go into the gym before a round. And
Before your injury?
No, never. Like
Zero times.
0 time in the gym. Now it's every single day before the gym, but I just have a routine that works, and I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Back pain.
And you stay on top of it, right? Like you can't, once you gotta be consistent. That's the biggest thing that I learned.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. Oh, I'm feeling good. I don't need to
Yeah,
stretch.
exactly.
Yeah, because that's when it bites you. Beefy hole here.
Yeah.
199.
I trust you.
Wow, we got the trust factor
Yeah.
going. We're in the red.
This is
Firm 6 or 5?
I think it's a full 6 iron.
Yeah. Just right at it. Yeah, that pin's right in the middle.
Yeah, it's right in the middle. I'm not sure if this is gonna get all the way back there, but it's better than chipping a 5 iron.
Hang on.
Ugh.
Isn't that rough?
There's a little fairway cut there.
I can
It's
see a chip.
not a very good shot.
What's
but-
interesting, you said like, oh, this is going to be a little bit short, because I think a lot of amateurs, they think like, I'm only going to hit this club if I can get it to like 3 feet.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just got back from a golf trip with my buddies, and a lot of them were like, oh, well, if I hit this, we were playing links golf, which is obviously like on steroids, but
Yeah.
they're like, oh, this isn't going to get all the way back there. And the caddy's like, this is the club. Like, it's like, I can't, it's going to be 30 feet. It's interesting that you, even the first couple holes, you've kind of accepted that like, okay, this isn't a perfect number, so I'm just going to play smart instead of trying to like jam something in there.
It's really trying to, figure out where you want to leave it. And like, if you look at the best players in the world, like their average proximity to the hole might be like 35 feet, right? Like 35 feet, you're the best players in the world are averaging 35 feet. So I think it's pretty unrealistic for an amateur golfer to think they're going to stick.
Well, they watch TV and they were only showing the guys who are playing their best. You don't
Yeah.
see the guy who shoots, 70, 69, 71,
Yeah.
68. Like, you probably didn't get much TV time at the Open. You finished T30.
Right. Probably got
So-
0 TV
Exactly,
time.
exactly.
But no, I think you have to give yourself the best chance to make the
Yeah.
lowest score, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, if I miss this shot and it doesn't come out, where's it going to go? Where's
Yeah.
it going to be?
And like kind of just taking what the golf course gives you. Like if that was
100%.
if we were 6 yards closer, you'd probably have had a little bit of a different mindset.
Or it's situational, right? Like if I need to make a birdie to win the golf tournament, I'm going to hit the club that I feel like is going to, you know, give me the best chance to hit it to 5 or 6 feet, whatever.
JT said that you take the most money off him.
I play a lot with JT at home, and I have done really well against him, but I don't know, like, I just play hard whoever I'm playing.
Yeah, so. Hell yeah, grind it out.
I just grind it out. Like, I play with Steve Marino a lot at home, and I make him putt like 3.5 footers, and he absolutely hates it.
I'm out on gimmies.
And I'm just like, dude, we're playing golf, like, and we're playing for money
it's too. Also, you're professional golfers. Like you're the last person who needs a gimme. You know what I mean? I
like to see putts go in the hole. So.
Yeah, it's funny. No, I was went over to Ireland and like gimmies were just like not a thing, and I'm anti-gimme now.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me to play a sport where this hole's probably 500 yards. There's water and trees, and you do all this work to get it to 3 feet,
yeah,
and then right when you're about to knock it in, you just pick it up.
Pick it up.
It's like, what?
No.
Are you kind of 60 everywhere around the greens?
I am 60 everywhere. This is like South Florida in the summertime. Like if you look at this, like how grainy this is and kind of soft, this is tough to chip from, but
it's good. This is where you get, you know, you can't fake the contact.
If you can chip from here, you can chip anywhere.
Caught that like a fucking dream.
Might go in.
Do it. Ah, it's 2 edges.
Talking about gimmies though, is that one good, or you got to see that one go in? You want to see that one go in?
After that whole conversation, you're gonna pick that up?
Huh?
Are you crazy?
You want me to putt that?
Yes.
You want me to putt that?
We play ball and hole on this series.
Oh my God.
It's the most satisfying stroke. I'm getting you ready for Memphis, you know? This round with Dan Rapaport's really gonna jolt you into life. Was that so bad?
Wasn't, and it sounded good when it hit the bottom of the cup.
There you go. Oh, I left it in the wrong spot. It's like a what is this bag? Is this a USA? Was this the US Open bag?
That was my US Open bag, but I love to represent the USA, so I'm gonna keep it going.
Are you, you spoken to Keegan at all?
Yeah, I played with him at the Open for 2 rounds, and you know, he's a good buddy of mine. We play a lot at home, so I've spoken to him a lot. But I have been been around these team environments enough to know that like they pick the best players that are playing the best at that time, and so it doesn't
being like cool with the captains.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, I have to go out there in the next couple weeks and ball out if I want to make that team, and
yeah,
that's the way I look at it. And you know,
is it motivating?
Yeah, I mean, listen, like the most fun I've ever had on a golf course, by far, like more fun than winning a golf tournament was being a part of those team events. So
yeah,
once you do it once, you're like, how do I do this every single time it comes around?
Yeah, you were pretty electric at Liberty National.
I mean, it's just incredible experience. Like it's hard to describe.
What's your favorite memory from that week?
From the President's Cup or the Ryder Cup? There's the Liberty. I did the.
You played 16 Ryder Cup?
I played Liberty President's Cup in 17, and then I played 2021 Ryder Cup
in Whistling Straits. Yeah, I guess
they were sort of 2 totally different, you know, experiences.
Like in what way?
Well, you know, President's Cup is massive. Like it's a huge. I mean, 12,000 people on the first tee. Like it's crazy. But then you go to the Ryder Cup, and it's like, it's just different. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like I remember I was the first. I teed off in the alternate shot the first day, first tee time, and like I was the first person to hit. And I remember like going to put the—
You hit the first shot on the Ryder Cup?
I hit the first shot on the Ryder Cup. I remember going to put the tee in the ground, and like my hand was a little shaky, and I was wondering if I was gonna get the ball in the tee, and I was like, man, I've never felt that before. But like all the other guys were the same way, so I was feeling a little better. I mean, I striped it right down the middle.
Let's go.
But it was one of those feelings I hadn't had.
That tee pickup probably felt pretty damn good.
It did feel good. And then we won 3-up, which felt even better.
Were you with Brooks?
Yeah.
Little FSU squad?
Mm-hmm. Can you shoot it?
287?
Yeah.
So it's drivable, big time.
It's drivable. It's just like driver's too much and 3-wood's not enough. So it's like a tweener.
I mean, I know you're not a draw guy, but
this is a draw shot.
You're gonna draw it off that mound?
You try to hit this like right of the pin. It's all fairway, just right of the pin. Anything left of the pin's in the water, so.
All right, so 3-wood, you said turn it maybe a touch right to left.
Yeah, it has to be right of the pin. Like this is in the water if it's left of the pin. But I hit it really good, so.
It's almost kind of straightening out.
Oh, it's on the green.
How can you see that?
Because I have sick eyes.
You have LASIK or something?
No, I just have incredible eyes.
Wow.
It might be just over the green, but.
You saw that land?
Yeah, I saw it land. What do you think if you played Oakmont, like US Open conditions? Because I had this conversation with a couple of my buddies. Like, to me, that was probably the hardest golf course I've ever played. What do you think you would shoot?
I'm interested that you said that. You say that. You think you found that to be harder than like Wingfoot or Kiowa or?
I mean, not even close. It was the hardest golf course ever. If you missed the fairway, you had nothing.
Well, yeah, because I was like, I wanted to see carnage, and as far as like scoring conditions, they were actually pretty perfect.
They were.
Like there was some rain early in the week.
Yeah.
Wasn't a ton of wind, and it was still a guy had to make a 64-footer to shoot under par. And
this is my perspective on it too, though. I actually think it would have been a little easier had it not rained because
so long.
It's so freaking long. Like you're hitting 5 irons into greens. Like if it's firm and fast, the first hole you'd be hitting sand wedge every day, and then
you get it over that hill,
or you at least get it far enough down where it's a gap wedge. When it gets soft, you're hitting 8 iron, 7 iron.
Yeah.
So
I think you're saying, what would I have shot?
What would you have shot? Yeah.
Okay, like is it like there's people around and like, or is it just me playing the golf course?
Play the golf course the Monday after the tournament. They set the course up the Sunday setup.
Yeah.
There doesn't even have to be people around. I don't even think that would have makes that big of a difference.
I think if I was trying to shoot 90, I could shoot 90.
No fucking chance.
I'm a decent golfer.
I don't care if you're a semi-professional golfer. There's no way you're shooting 90 out there. There were PGA Tour players that shot mid-80s.
I'm saying I'm trying to shoot 90.
You're trying to shoot 90,
so
but you will shoot 100.
Okay, fair enough.
You will shoot 100.
USGA, you got my number if you want to make this happen.
I feel like they should do that, just to give a little perspective.
Well, they do a US Open Media Day, but they have you on like the member tees. Otherwise, it would take 6.5 hours. I thought the hardest I ever played was Shinnecock. I played Shinnecock in the US Open Media Day in 2018.
Oh, that was one of my, I played well that
final group.
Yeah, that was a serious test. I remember I shot 3 or 4 under on Saturday.
It was you and Tony. You guys went way the fuck up.
I went from like 50th place. I got done with the round. I was like tied for the lead. I was like, wow.
Weren't you in the final group?
I was in the final group. Yeah.
You and Tony, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was tied for the lead or 1 shot back with like 9 holes to go, and then Brooks kind of ran away with it a little bit. But
you still thought Oakmont was harder than that?
I thought Oakmont was harder than that.
Because of just everything, the rough.
I mean, you missed the freaking green and you couldn't chip it to 10 feet. Like that's
And the difference between there and Wingfoot is Wingfoot's sort of designed for it. You can run it up a lot of the greens.
Yeah.
There's none of that at Oakmont.
Yeah, I've never found a place more difficult to chip from than that course that we played.
Was it the grass or just the?
I mean, it was this freaking high.
Yeah.
You hit it in the rough and you had no shot.
So you're just lob wedge hacking it, hoping it comes out and soft.
Hoping that it's inside of 15 feet.
Yeah. Did you make?
Kind of took away the skill from a little bit of the chipping because it was so hard.
Did you make the cut?
Yeah, I finished like 45th or something. Like not that good.
No TV time.
No TV time. Putter.
I must have pitched right in the middle of it.
Yeah, it landed right there.
So a long putt like this.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys, some like to break it down into sort of different putts. How do you go about these?
When I'm reading it, I try to read it in like a third at a time. So the first third, second third, third third. And I mean, if you were doing aim point, you would try to play whatever has the biggest amount of break in that 3/3.
Do you weight the end of the putt more because it's moving quicker in the beginning?
You actually weight the middle of the putt more.
The middle of the putt?
Yeah, the middle of the putt is where it's going to have the most influence. Like from here to here, the ball's carrying so much speed, like even if you were on a 4-degree pitch, it's still going straight.
Yeah.
So this part almost like doesn't even matter. It's really the second third and the last third, but.
So yeah, because it looks like it almost wants to go left in the beginning, but you're not really looking at that.
It doesn't even factor in.
So the putt kind of almost starts right where you're standing.
Like right here, yeah, and this is like.
It's got to be coming in over here, right?
Like a 4, yeah.
And then it gained some speed on on
Yeah,
the
it's
end.
going to carry some speed at the end, but the biggest part is the middle section and what it's doing in that part.
What's this? That's the double? That's the 4?
Yeah,
You look like,
that's how I do the 4.
that's kind of sweet.
Yeah. It's pretty high. Like, that's pretty well done right there from
I would say so. I tried to give you the official PGA
60
Tour
feet.
sign for a good shot. You know when the guy does this, the sideways thumbs up?
I've never seen that.
Come on.
Who does that?
Everyone does it. Like if you're hitting a shot and I'm walking ahead, maybe you're just not looking and you hit a good one, all the guys will go like this.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen that.
I don't really pay attention to much while I'm out there.
I can tell. Let me grab this flag for you.
You leave it in.
Okay. Yeah, are you pretty like tunnel vision out there?
I think most people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you give a fantastic answer to an annoying fan the other week. It was at Travelers, and this woman, it was on the back 9, it was during a practice round, and this woman was like, hey, can you come sign this? And you were like, yeah, sure, and you walked over there. And then her man had like a phone in your face.
Yeah.
And she was like, what's your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Oh, I do remember that.
And you
actually.
were like, Arnold Palmer. Because she was clearly trying to make like some content out of it. And then she's like, no, like, what's your favorite alcoholic beverage? You're like, I'm not a big drinker. And you walked away. It was awesome.
I really am not a big drinker though.
I feel like people kind of think of you as like a party guy a little bit.
No, I mean, I'm
got it all
definitely
wrong.
much more of an introvert than an extrovert, but I'll drink a couple beers if I'm out on the boat fishing, but just like to drink 2 beers does nothing for me. Yeah. I think you should leave the bag here because it's a kind of a walk back.
Driver?
Yeah. Or 5.
Yeah, you either gotta send it or
philosophy.
or it's like you just wake up feeling a little shitty.
Yeah.
So you weren't on the Guinness in Port Rush?
I had one Guinness just to say that I had a Guinness. I do this thing like the first chug, you try to get to split the G. I didn't know that was a thing until I got there, but it's a thing.
It's a thing. Yeah, I was there for a week before the Open on that golf trip, and I drank probably. The thing about Guinness is it kind of looks like coffee, so you feel a little bit better about drinking it in the morning. All right, this is a tight driving hole.
Yeah, this is the back tee box, but again, I'm going with a bullet here, just try to get it in play, and it's reachable if you hit it in the fairway.
Is that the flag, kind of?
Pretty much, yeah.
There it is.
That one's good.
That one was actually pretty hot.
That was like a higher bullet, but I hit that pretty high on the face. It's probably pretty low spin.
I liked it.
It works.
Were you aware? I mean, obviously Scotty was a great player, but when I go to do this college series, I'm actually going to FSU, which would be sweet, but I go down and kind of tour the facilities and play with the team and all that stuff. And when I was asking the Texas guys, they were like, I was like, oh, did you see this coming? And the coach was like, no, not like this.
Really. So obviously, like, I played with Scotty his first couple years on tour a few times, and I was like, man, this guy's incredible. But he kind of was on that, like, he was always up there, but he never won. And then Stricker took him in the Ryder Cup, and he played incredible. And like after that, it was over.
He stomped Rahm, I remember, in singles.
I mean, after that, it was over. Like I don't know if it was like this confidence that he had, like, oh, I can do this. But I mean, he was like a different person.
And you've played with him a few times in these last couple of years.
Yeah.
What do you see?
I mean, he's just so consistent. It's like his bad days are still good days, and that's the difference, right? It's like, you know, a guy that's 100 in the world has a bad day, shoots 73. Scotty Scheffler has a bad day, shoots 69. That's the difference between staying in the golf tournament and finishing 30th.
Right, it's hard to have 4 perfect days.
You're never going to have 4 perfect rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if you asked him, you know, how many tournaments have you played where you played 4 perfect rounds? I mean, he would say never.
Yeah.
It was just the bad days were better.
Right. Can you get in the house at 70 or 69?
Correct.
I feel like his chipping is criminally underrated. Like, I think that's something.
I mean, his putting is like ridiculous.
Yeah. Is it just almost a touch into? I don't feel much.
Hurting.
Just 3-wood? Or do you like the deuce?
2 iron, yeah.
How far does 3-wood go?
It's like 275.
So yeah, you don't want to take that off.
The thing is like you can kind of like hit it on the front right of the green and run it up. So
So you're going at the camera guy, basically?
pretty much, yeah. Even if it's a little right of that, you can still get up and down. It's right at it. I don't know if it's enough though.
It's going to land on the downslope.
There's a little bunker over there.
Hit it good.
I did hit that good.
So I grew up I'm a Jewish country club guy. Your dad's a bit of a legend in the Jewish country club scene. I don't think people necessarily realize how good your dad, what did he get to in the world?
I think it's career high 7 in the world.
So he's a top 10 player.
Yeah,
Have you gotten to 7 in the world?
I've never been, I don't know if I've been top 10 in the world, but
So he still got you.
he's got me, yeah. But his knees are bad now, so like, you know, I think actually this might be the only time in my life I'd ever have a chance to beat him in tennis.
How old is he now?
Mid-50s. I think I could beat him. He would say no chance.
You haven't done it?
We haven't played, no.
I guess going like all out tennis probably isn't the best.
The thing is that, I mean, I play tennis when I'm at home 3 days a week.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I play all the time.
Interesting.
It's like my favorite thing to do, tennis or padel.
And you don't find that for a cutter especially, you don't find the topspin forehand bleeding into your golf swing?
No, I think if anything, it makes my game better. I don't know, like just the dynamic movement of changing directions quickly and, you know, ripping forehands.
The core gets strong.
I just think, I don't know, like the fastest I've ever been in my career, like on the golf course with my driver, was when I was playing most consistent tennis, so.
I can't believe you guys haven't done like a 1 set or anything.
No. Especially not now. I don't serve anymore just with the back stuff that I had, so I play a lot of baseline games. Like Kuchar and I play a lot of tennis. His son's a good tennis player, so.
Are you the best tennis player on tour?
No, I don't think so. I think Kuchar's a little better than me. He plays way more than I do.
I've never seen him play. I think of him as like a slice and dice, come to the net guy.
He 100% is. He's like a goofy,
like a chip and charge kind of guy.
He's got good hands. He volleys well. He moves well for whatever, 48 years old.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting, but.
So how'd you get started? I mean, your dad was obviously a professional tennis player, and also wasn't he involved? He's still or was involved in like coaching, right?
Yeah, so he was the head of the USTA player development for 10 years, which is like.
Is that in Bradenton?
It was in Boca, and then they moved to Orlando, but essentially it was like the USGA for player development, but the USGA doesn't have to develop players because there's so many good American golfers, but for tennis they had to do that. So all those kids.
Well, it's also different because I feel like if you're in Europe, like you're not going to school.
No, but now actually it's still, like it used to be in tennis if you went to college, like you weren't that good, but now you can go to college and still.
I saw there was like 6 or 7 college players in Wimbledon.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of evolved and changed. I think we're right over this hill here.
But you never played junior tennis?
I played a little junior tennis, but fell in love with golf.
Did your dad play?
Golf?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when he retired, he was down to like a scratch golfer. He was playing all the time. Now I think he's a lunatic on the golf course. He'll like, did you see where that one went? Back of the green?
Over the green.
He'll like buy a set of clubs and they have like a 30-day return policy, and he'll like use them for 2 weeks, return them and get another set. Use them for 2 weeks, return them and get another set.
Sporting goods' worst nightmare. This
guy.
I
told him like it's not the clubs. Like you can keep switching clubs, but.
Well, he doesn't have a caddy to fire, an agent to fire, you know.
That's true. This is gonna
60
be,
here.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little tricky.
Which one?
It says mid on it.
I would not want a golf club that says mid on it.
It's just the different bounces.
No, I know, but mid is like, you know what mid is.
Yeah.
You're not mid with this club.
This is actually a pretty tough shot.
The first one, the one you played was almost like a low spinner. Is that kind of what you see here? Or would you get some more height here?
This is kind of like, you have 2 options. You either fly it on the green with height, or you kind of land it short here, low, and bounce it up. Which, if this was like the winter time and this was a little firmer, I'd probably bounce it, but because it's the summer and it's a little softer, I'll probably fly it all.
Yeah, I think you'd be able to generate some spin.
It's just, when you get like these grainy areas, it's just so hard to spin the ball, but.
There's a little green to work with.
I landed it 2 yards too short.
Yeah, just pitched on the front.
And it was maybe half a groove fat, but
We don't need to talk about that.
we got a putt for birdie.
You feel like short game is a strength?
I think fairway chipping has always been a strength for me. I think I can definitely improve like the rough stuff.
Do you work with a short game guy?
I had a short game guy for a long time. Now Blackburn kind of does everything for me.
Mm-hmm. Just nicer to just have one voice.
Especially if you trust the voice that you got.
Mark is a smart dude.
He is a smart dude. I mean, he really has helped me a lot. Like I never really understood how I swung the club, and then started working with him, and
Now you get it.
now I understand it, which
Kind of amazing to have the career you've had without really knowing how you were swinging it.
yeah, and I think some people that works, some people it doesn't. Early on, I would say I probably didn't want to know, but now like I definitely want to know.
That's how we do up and downs on this show.
Yes, sir.
We don't need to hit it close. Alex Bush is over there. He doesn't even care. Alex, he made it, bro. Oh, okay. I didn't hear you.
What is that, 3 under?
That's 3 deep.
All right. So we need 2 in the
We're
next.
out of par 5s though, right?
1, 2. We need 2 in the next 3 to tie the
To
record.
tie Mr. Knapp. He likes to go low, Mr. Knapp. All right, we thinking full 5 here?
215, full 5 iron.
All right, so
All right.
just rip a 5 iron
Yeah.
at kind of that V tree.
Yeah, 215. There's like this bunker right in front of me, the Pete Dye bunker that was not even in play, but looks like it is.
Cutting in there.
Might be short. On the green.
Looked like it bounced on the green. It's a good shot. Strokes game
A
positive
little
there.
rusty today, but
You're moving it around just fine.
I'm getting better as we go.
Yeah. Takes you like 9 holes after a break.
Probably a little more than that. It takes me 2 days. The first day I like to just go out there and play golf for fun and just enjoy it, and then second day I get a little practice in, and by the third day I feel like I'm back.
Is your practice pretty structured? Like, do you have a guy who like kind of designs your practice routines?
I mean, Mark's really helped me with my practice, and then I try not to waste a lot of time. Like I just get in and get out, whether it's 4 hours, 2 hours, 6 hours. If I'm gonna be there for that amount of time, I'm gonna be really focused and have a plan, and then get out, because it can be too exhausting to just be out there for 10 hours a day. And
So what do you like? Let's say you practice in the morning. Whatever. What do you do in the afternoon?
well, the gym every day. So if I usually do the gym before, so I'll spend an hour and a half in the gym, go to the course, usually start with putting, do some face control, do some speed,
Face control, like you put like tees down and stuff.
put tees down. Yeah, make sure that the ball's starting on line, do a little speed, and then I play like a little game where you have a 5-footer, a 7-footer, and a 9-footer. So 3 putts, 3 different holes, and then you have a 10-footer, a 15-footer, and a 20-footer. So you're hitting a total of 18 putts, and you try to make at least 9 of them. That would be a positive strokes gain.
Got it.
Putting.
So you're sort of simulating a round of golf.
Yeah, you're
putting.
trying to basically simulate a round of golf. Like everything you do in practice, you're testing and then you're competing, testing, competing.
So it's not, you're not just hitting 5, 7 irons in a row and saying,
No.
I got this.
Never,
Yeah.
never. So then you would go to some type of chipping and you work on, am I landing it in the right spot? Can I control my distances? And do I have the right feel out of the bunker? And then you go right into testing it again. You play a game where you have 9 holes. You hit 1 chip shot for 9 holes, random spots, anywhere. Tough shots, easy shots, bunker shots, side hill shots. And you measure out the total distance for each shot and you try to get it inside of 50 feet. So, I mean, like 50 feet would be like really solid for 9 holes.
It's like just inside 5, 6 feet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which would be like an incredible day of chipping. But
Were you
want it-
always a good practicer, like when you were a kid?
I think that's always been something that I learned from an early age. And I think you look at any, elite level
Well, you had a pro athlete dad.
Yeah, and I've been around enough professional golfers early on in my career to see what they did. So that was always a good way to know whether I was doing the right thing or not.
Were you one of these guys who was like, you were going to play on the PGA Tour, like no matter what? Like,
I mean, you always,
you have other plans.
I never had another plan, but when I look back at it, a lot of things went right for it to happen, right? Like there's always these forks in the road where one direction goes one way and one direction leads you to where you want to go.
How'd you get your card the first time?
I turned pro. So Jordan Spieth turned pro. He was the first guy to like turn pro out of college, like that I remember. And I played in the Palmer Cup, and I was like, I'm gonna turn pro. Like I just
After what year was this?
This was 20.
No, but like what year in school?
Oh, this is my end of my second year in college.
Okay.
I played well. I finished second at NCAAs. Max Homa won NCAAs. Played Palmer Cup, and I'm like, I'm turning pro. And went to Q school that year, got my Korn Ferry card, played a year on the Korn Ferry, and I was on the PGA
Were you
Tour.
pretty like got off to a good start on Korn Ferry? You were up there the whole year?
I mean, I played well. Like I never won. There was guys that, you know, won and got it that way. I just was really consistent and, you know, had a bunch of top 5 finishes and got my card, and then that was kind of it. Like never had to.
So you had a tour card at what, 21?
Yeah, 21.
So you've been doing it. You're a big time vet.
Like
now.
this is gonna be my 11th year, 12th year.
You have like well, do you have 200 starts?
I don't know if I have 200 starts because like I never played, like I only played like 17 to 20 times a year. So I'll probably right around 200.
Even before the signature events?
Yeah, I never really played that much.
Why? You were just confident you were gonna get the points?
I just always thought that I was better off playing well in the events that I played in than trying to like play 7 in a row and maybe get lucky 1 out of the 7 events. Like in the end, right? Like you're gonna play well. You're gonna have, let's say, 4 chances to win, 5 chances to win, unless you're Scottie Scheffler, in a course of 20 events. And like I try to just focus on like playing the best in those events.
And feeling like you have like a full tank when you're
there.
there.
And like you have to be 100% in those events.
This actually ended up pretty nice.
Yeah, this was better than I thought it was gonna be. What do you see? I'll go for the Dan Rapaport read here.
It almost looks like it wants to go left, but I feel like the whole green, I don't see all that much.
I think you're right with it wanting to go a little left.
I would maybe play it like on the right edge, inside right.
Yeah. Did I get it there?
Yep.
I did.
Let's go. DB. Are we vibing?
Let's go. We need 2 more for the record, baby.
Let's go, son. We're hooping right now. First take. No screwery here. Nicely done.
Thank you.
You also have kind of an interesting putting stroke. I feel like you take it back like further than most people.
I think putting is like super personal, right? Like there's certain things that you got to do right, but like there's not like I mean, you look at some of the best putters in the world, and
well, Brooks has a loop in his stroke, and he won 5 majors.
I mean, like Tiger Woods used to aim a degree right and pull it a degree, you know, or Brad Faxon used to do similar things. So it's really about like knowing what makes you you, and just owning that and making sure you kind of stay in those parameters.
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, you're in an interesting part of your career because like you're still young, but you've been at it for a long time. There's probably temptation to like try to reinvent the wheel, but then you also think like I had a lot of success doing what I'm doing.
But you always have to try to get better. You know, you really do, because it's I mean, everyone's so freaking good at this game now.
Have you noticed the level get better?
I mean, the thing that I notice is everyone hits the ball so freaking far. Like it is crazy.
That wasn't the case when you turned pro?
I mean, like when I first turned pro, I was pretty long.
Yeah.
Like I was in the top 20, you know, off the tee distance wise. I'm like
middle of the pack.
Like less than middle of the pack.
Yeah. Is that just the young kids who grew up with TrackMan and knowing how
I think the new way the new way that they're teaching people is hit the ball as hard as you can from a young age, and then we'll rein it in.
Yeah.
And I was always taught to like hit shapes and hit shots, and distance was never really a thing. Like I mean, we've played whatever 7 holes. I haven't hit 1 ball all out. Like every single one is like a little chippy, a little.
And that's how you play out there too.
That's how I play out there.
It's really interesting because I did a little thing with Luke Clanton, who you might know from FSU.
Yeah, I do know him. Yeah.
And he hits that
He's a bomber.
He hits that 190 cut every hole.
When I see his game, it's like it makes me feel really similar to like how I used to play. Like I only hit 1 shot. Like it was a cut every single time. And I just think as you get older, you start to see like, all right, there's a lot of pins that are on the left. Like, how am I going to get that there? So you kind of just evolve as a player and figure out how to hit those shots.
Sets up nice for you. You can kind of start it at those trees and just cut it off.
It's at the corner of the trees. And
bullet or a bomb?
It's a bullet. It's a bullet.
Yep.
Stay there.
Too far right, you think?
There's a mound.
I see it.
Oh, it's in the fairway.
Yeah, it's money. 104.
It's a good number.
Nice lie.
Yeah, it's the summertime, baby. 104, land it.
You got to be like Tiger. You got to pick it, you know?
104, land it 107.
You think it's going to spin?
I think it's going to have a little spin. To the right.
Go.
Short.
Go hard. Okay.
What were you doing
I
before?
was with Barstool, and then I was with Golf Digest before that. So I've kind of seen all sides of it.
How is that Barstool doing after?
It's doing well.
Yeah.
They've got their thing. I mean, they were humming before I got there. I was kind of a late ad, and we did some really cool stuff together. But no, they're still crushing it. Barstool is absolutely massive. This is an interesting putt.
Yeah, I need this one to go.
It almost looks like it's right on a spine. Gonna go a little left, you think? Goes right in the beginning.
I actually think it goes a little right.
Doesn't flatten out by the hole.
It's like if I'm using my feet here, it's definitely not going left.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see.
I guess we'll have to see, but I like the way you're rolling it, so I'm not gonna get in the way. Did that go left?
I honestly think it did go left.
Oh, it definitely went left.
I don't want to give that to you, but I really think it did go left.
It definitely went left at the hole.
About 4 feet out, I thought I made it.
That was a great roll.
All right, we need a birdie at the last.
That was 8?
That was 8.
This is flying by.
All right, last hole, 9th hole. Birdie to tie the record.
You got to cover that left bunker.
Yeah, that left bunker, I think it's like just over 300.
But you don't have to go all the way left, right?
You see that American flag by the clubhouse?
I do indeed.
That is like ideal position.
Is it a bullet or a bomb?
This might be the only time of the day I'm gonna hit a bomb.
Let's see it. Yeah? Is that gonna do it?
I hit it pretty good. I hope it does. Yeah, it's fairway.
Nice.
Did you see that land or no?
No.
You didn't see that
I
land.
can't see shit, dude. I tell my buddies I have CSS and CRS disease.
What's that?
Can't see shit and can't remember shit.
Can't remember.
No, that's a good one. Is like, if you ever don't remember something,
It's
you look at them and you
CRS.
go, I have CRS, can't remember shit, and then it always gets a little chuckle.
What do you do in the wintertime at Northwestern?
Drink.
But
Get,
like
get fat, get a girlfriend.
full coat, full
Yeah, it's
winter gear going everywhere.
going from Southern California. It was a real culture shock. I just like wasn't ready for it. Not even the cold. I mean the cold, but also just like how dark it is.
Yeah.
And
Get sun for like 5 hours a day.
dude, and like when it snows, you gotta wear boots. It's just,
Different.
it wasn't for me. My wife's from Chicago, coincidentally. We met in New York, but she's from Chicago, so I go back there every Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's just, the weather's just horrific. You know, it's like, okay.
They got good food there though.
I do, but it's like, I can do snow if you give me like mountains. Like my parents live in snow in Colorado now, and like, I love going to Colorado in the winter. I like snowboarding, and
That's the one thing I wish, like I would love to go skiing or snowboarding,
Too
but I
dangerous.
think it's probably gonna have to wait till the end of my golf career.
skiing is really dangerous. Like you could tear your ACL so fast.
You break a wrist just falling on like
Yeah.
a bunny slope, right?
You can't do that. So you've never been?
I've never been. I
Yeah.
mean, we water ski, we scurf, we do all that shit on the
Yeah.
boat, but water is like totally different.
Yeah, no, it's, and like the worst thing you can do when you're skiing is like be defensive.
Well, that's what I would do.
Right,
too.
right. That's what I'm saying. So it's just not a good formula. I'm getting 164.
All right, 160. I believe you.
Okay, I've earned that trust.
64.
Little cutter 8.
It's a little chippy 8.
Yeah, kind of started at that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe a little left of that.
As long as it finishes left of the flag, it's
Yeah.
good. Like, oh my God, Dan, that is so bad. I don't know. I think I'm just a little rusty from that week off.
Yeah. Do you do that a lot in the middle of the season? Like take a full hard week off?
At this point in the season, having played like, you know, last year, because I wasn't in the elevateds and I was coming off injury, I played from Palm Springs all the way through the fall to Sea Island. And it was pretty stressful. Like I was 115th going to, or 120th going into the last event of the year. Like I needed to play well just to keep my card. So I think just playing that year and then rolling right into this year and playing in the elevateds, I was just exhausted. So like this is my 4th week off in the last 6 weeks. And I feel like it's a pretty good recipe though, like coming down to the
You feel
playoffs.
ready
Yeah,
to go?
exactly. Like I'm excited to play and I feel energized and ready to go. And there's no worse feeling than going to the last couple events of the year being like, man, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I can tell you a lot of guys are feeling that way at this point.
Yeah. And if you're like a rookie and you have to play everything.
Yep.
How'd you get Boog Knight? People call you Boog.
Yeah, so Steve Marino gave me that nickname. I used to have like when I was 15 years old, or 16 years old, I had a Toyota Corolla on hubcaps that I put, the first check I made from caddying here, I bought like a 15-inch subwoofer and threw it in the trunk, and I would bump this like gangster rap music and I'd put like Suge Knight on. And one day I rolled in here.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, one day I rolled in here bumping Suge Knight. And Steve said, oh, that's Boog Knight.
That's so
It's
good.
not Suge Knight, that's Boog Knight. So he started calling me that and it's just kind of stuck.
It's a good nickname.
But Steve he's an OG. He's taken care of me since I was like 15 years old. Showed me the ropes.
Showed you how to be a pro.
Exactly. All right, last hole.
It's doable.
Yeah, I mean, it's some thick Bermuda. You got your boy Neil right there.
Is that fucking Neil? Boo! 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 It's gonna be like a tumbler, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's gonna come out slow.
What an effort.
I needed that for the record, Neil.
What an effort. He beat you. I want to hear that bitch rattle though.
All right. He gives nothing. You gotta put these 6 inchers out.
Fantastic round. 4 under.
Yes, sir.
Get you back into form.
Pleasure.
You gotta grade my my caddy abilities.
7 out of 10.
Okay. So where's the room for improvement?
I don't really think there is. I just think that you're a 7 out of 10.
Okay, I'll take 7
I
out of 10.
can't give you too much credit.
That's totally fine. That's great. That was fantastic. Thank you so much to Die Preserve. That course was pure. We got out there, beat the heat mostly. 4 under. We have a new solo second finisher and on the bag. Thanks for doing it, dude.
You got it, bro.
I appreciate it.
Anytime.
It's a wrap.